Thiago Tavares and Ислам Mamedov. Thiago Tavares, he has aspirations to be Dr. Tavares, so he's had to take some time off from his medical school studies, time away from some very challenging curriculum to fight Ислам Mamedov.
Against Robert, I trained just 2 weeks for that fight. Because have some tests, some exams, in university. Of course, I do condition every day. Like I train 1 time a day just. I run sometimes. To my second fight, we have a spring break in university, and I can train 1 month for that fight. To my second fight and become much better. After my second fight, I know I was in playoffs, and I put my university a little bit by side, and I trained really hard for that fight. I'm much better now because I really trained in that time, Now I feel much more confident and I feel really good to fight.
Thiago Tavares in his first fight with a defeat. He was in the middle of testing. Wasn't able to train a lot. The second go around of the PFL guy, it was spring break, so he didn't head down South Padre Island. He went ahead and trained for the fight, and a much better result in the second fight. Yeah. So Thiago Tavares, the number 6 seed in the PFL lightweight division, taking on the man across the way in the blue corner. That is Ислам Mamedov, the number 3 seed, a specialist in sambo and wrestling, another terrific fighter out of Dagestan, Russia. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape for this one. Again, 2 rounds here in the quarterfinals, 3 rounds in the semifinals. Mamedov is 28, 6 feet tall, 155. His reach, 73 inches. And there you see the big factor, the reach and height advantage going the way of the Dagestani fighter. Tavares, 33 years of age, 5'7", came in at 156, 3-inch reach disadvantage and leg reach. So Boss Root, Randy Gattori, Eve Edwards, does that mean that Thiago Tavares has to get this thing to the ground and put some Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu on him?
He wants that anyway.
I think that's probably where he sees as he has an advantage in this fight. He wants to close the distance and find a way to get this fight to the ground and take advantage of that skill set.
Yeah, that's his strong suit, but Mamedov is a wrestler. He's gonna try to keep it on his feet too.
All right, with the official introductions, here is Joe Martinez.
And now, fight fans, we are set to go with our second quarterfinal matchup tonight in the lightweight division. 2 rounds scheduled. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, a jiu-jitsu practitioner standing 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at the lightweight limit, 156 pounds. This 31-fight veteran has 22 victories, 8 defeats, 1 draw. Here is the number 6 seeded lightweight from Santa Catarina, Brazil, Tияgo Tavares. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, a specialist in sambo and wrestling. He stands 6 feet even and weighed in officially 155 pounds. His professional record stands at 15 victories and 2 defeats. He is the number 3 seeded lightweight from Dagestan, Russia, Ислам Mamedov. And your referee in charge of the action is Frank Trigg.
How about Frank Trigg in charge of the action inside?
Look at that, our buddy.
Right there for me. Ислам, right there.
Just glad that ref cam isn't wired into his brain. Nobody wants to see that.
Yeah. Ready? No, please. Don't invert the ref cam.
Get Frank Trigg involved. That's not going to be good. Mamedov, Tavares, the right to move on to the next round and take on Rashid Mamedov.
Good work here from Tavares. Start moving. You don't want to be standing still in front of Mamedov. He's a great striker.
See Rashid Mamedov, he has already begun the resting process as he will face one of these men in the semifinals. Oh, shot! Both men take shots.
Yeah. Nice move to the side. Smile on the face from Tavares.
I don't know if Tavares got tagged as hard as Mamedov did, but both men fall backwards simultaneously.
Well, Mamedov decides to take the fight down.
To the body, nice takedown, nice transition by Mamedov. We're going to see Tavares on the ground. And he didn't put himself here, so it'll be a little more difficult for him to get this guy out of position. Mamedov is a very good wrestler.
Islam Mamedov has won 14 straight fights, has not lost since 2009.
Good solid body shots there by Mamedov.
See that far side underhook by Mamedov, keeping Tavares on his hip.
Em pé. Isso. Boa, boa, boa.
That's good. Great.
Boa. Boa, perfeito.
Plant your hips out. That's
Ficar em pé
perfect.
também, Thiago. Posição na posição para ficar em pé.
Change that position so you guys can get up.
Thiago, foi 2 minutos, tá?
Thiago.
Foram 2 minutos.
2 minutes and past.
Tem que levantar, Thiago. Ele vai ficar por ali cozinhando.
You're gonna have to get up.
Tem que
He's
usar a
gonna try
posição. Isso.
The corner of Thiago Tavares, giving him instruction, guys. A lot of people are high on Islam Mamedov, the way he's been able to fight. Now remember, he has experience in this tournament style, boss, going back to World Series of Fighting. You remember back in Phoenix, back in 2015, he was part of that 8-man lightweight tournament. And unfortunately for him, he suffered a torn ACL, unable to continue on. But he has a bit of experience. But you remember, these guys are going to put on a show here for 2 rounds, and then maybe an hour or less or 2, they're going to fight again.
That's the thing, you know, with grappling. One little misstep if you make on the ground here with positioning, you know, a little tweak on your knee can already start blowing it up while you're resting. So that's not a good thing. So
Good
have
ground
to
and
make sure
pound.
for that.
Nice grounded pound by Mamedov. Doing a great job of staying on top of Tavares.
Tavares
Scoring.
Yeah, he puts a foot on the hip right away, because now if he starts throwing punches again, he's going to push him away. Not now.
Here's the thing about this format, Todd, and I think these guys would agree. In the striking department, you don't necessarily want to strike the entire fight if it's a long fight, because you can get bruises, you can get, you know, those injuries. But also you don't necessarily want to grapple the entire time, because you're going to build up that muscle fatigue. So you have to find that medium, but you also have to do exactly what it is that you need to do to get the W.
Islam Mamedov, training partner of Khabib Nurmagomedov, fresh off his win over Conor McGregor in Vegas. I think a few people watched that fight, possibly.
Couple.
Just a few.
I think I was switching channels and I kind of saw it, so I stayed there watching it.
Final 70 seconds of this first round. Remember, the first round, if it goes to a draw, would be the tiebreaker. And at this point, guys, you'd have to say, other than that one punch that Tavares landed cleanly on Mamedov, Islam has really controlled this fight.
That's it. Yep.
Mamedov secured the takedown with the single leg, put Tavares on his back, and has managed to keep him here for over 2 minutes of the fight.
This is difficult because you watch this, Eve Edwards, and you think, well, Thiago Tavares is so good at Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, he should be able to fight better. But as Randy pointed out in Boston, he didn't take this fight to the ground. Mamedov took it down there.
Mamedov took the fight there, and he's been in control the entire time. What Tavares needs to do is he needs to open that guard, work from a butterfly, or work to get his feet away. Push Mamedov away so he can get back to his feet. Because at this level, with a guy like Mamedov, you're not going to win by submission off of your back.
Frank Trigg not seen enough action, so he stands them up and takes them back for the final 10 seconds of round number 1.
Mamedov pushing, coming forward.
And you know, sometimes you got to look at the referee. You have to remember, Frank Trigg is old school.
Yeah.
You can tie up your opponent if you're on your back, tie him up. Before the ref, Frank Trigg will stand you up a little bit sooner.
Wanted to see the action as both fighters go to their corners, regroup for the second and final round. Look at this. Combination coming in. Oh, it was the left hand from Tavares.
Both guys landed.
Oh, nice left, too.
Left by each
Both
guy.
left, yeah. That was nice. I got some water here from the corner on my notes.
Evidently we need a shower.
Yeah.
Mamedov's corner slinging some water around in there.
Don't make me send Randy Couture in there, guys. This from
Nice
Ref Cam.
hammer fists.
Oh.
Mamedov in the red trunks, Thiago Tavares in the black trunks. I think everyone unanimously sitting to my right would say Mamedov won that first round.
Mamedov 10-9 in the first round, in my opinion. Oh, about 3 minutes of the fight, Tavares spent on his back with Mamedov on top of him, effectively scoring.
Wow. Mouthpiece knocks out. But knocked out or just fell out. All right, Eve, I'm going to put you on the spot. If you're Thiago Tavares, you've lost the first round. What does he need to do differently in this second final round?
He needs to use his footwork and be first with the jab. Probe with the jab and set up the bigger shots, set up the leg kicks, set up the big punches behind that jab. But he has to keep his hips away and not let Mamedov get under him, change levels, and shoot a takedown.
And boss, for Mamedov, we've never seen a Dagestani fighter take his foot off the gas, but he clearly had that first round, and here he is going to work again. How does he preserve what he has, not getting choked out here in the guillotine attempt?
Well, he did exactly what he needed to do with the guillotine, jumping to the opposite side of where the head is caught, which is here now, so his opponent cannot finish him right now. He's in the perfect position. If he cross faces him, what he was going to do, I think, there, then you can break that grip.
Nice a face-up crucifix here by Mamedov. This could be
is
tough. Tough for Tavares. Nice job at Tavares. There's some horsepower.
See,
right
that's the third-degree black belt Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. That it's paying off.
Man,
I think that's medical school.
Someone ate a churrascaria last night. Look at the power he came out with that thing. Be able to pop Mamedov off and reverse him, and now he takes the dominant position. Trying to climb over. Look at this. Passing over the single.
Нормально все, нормально, не суетись. Ису, нормально все, не суетись. Если ты хочешь стать, ты должен ногу поменять, Ислам. Правую закинуть, левую закинуть. Нормально, нормально все, Ислам. Время на тебя работает. Время на тебя работает.
Getting the instructions from Mamedov. This has certainly turned the tables on him, and now Tavares has got to be able to do something with this. Some way he's got to score some points here.
Preferably a submission.
Yeah. I think he needs more than just 4 points. That just gives him a 10-9 round, and he's already lost the criteria, at least in my opinion, in the first round. So he's got to find a way to finish this fight in the second round.
But Mamedov has never been finished by way of submission. And that one knockout he has was the TKO, where he hurt his knee. So pretty much never been stopped.
Sounds like a really durable guy.
Yeah.
But this is Thiago Tavares' best opportunity. He's got to get past those legs. He's got to get past that half guard and get to a position where he can apply some submissions and some pressure with big punches. Maybe even possibly get himself a 10-8 round if he can get to the position to do some damage.
The winner of this fight gets Rashid Mamedov. You'll see that live on NBCSN coming up at 9 o'clock Eastern time. 2 fights, one night, and earn a right to go to New York City to fight for $1 million on New Year's Eve at Madison Square Garden. Wow, nice reversal there by Mamedov.
Beautiful.
Mamedov did a nice job. He saw Tavares working to get to that mount. He reached down and posted on that knee as he tried to mount and used that off-balance momentum to turn him over.
Now Tavares trying to go to work with some punches. Beautiful positioning by Mamedov.
Tavares has got to take some risks. He's got to know he's behind on the guards. He has to take some risks, create some openings so he can possibly get himself a sweep or get back to his feet where he can use his hands.
75 seconds to go in this one. It would be interesting to see Rashid Mamedov and Ислам Mamedov fighting, guys. Dagestani on Dagestani fighting, something we haven't seen a lot of in the PFL this year. And that would be the matchup if Ислам Mamedov can continue this winning ways and continue his streak. Remember, 14 straight fights since he has lost, going back to 2009. Tavares trying with the up kicks. Wow.
Mamedov is doing a great job of keeping that hip pressure on Tavares, not letting Tavares push him off and create any space. He's smothering, scoring, and being very active from the top position.
2 more fights still to come on Facebook Watch. Ислам Mamedov against Thiago Tavares, of course, and then Dan Spawn and Sean O'Connell.
15 seconds. Not looking good.
Gonna have to have something miraculous here.
Yep.
Mamedov doing a great job of just controlling the action. Close guard coming by way of Thiago Tavares, and that is it. 2 rounds complete. I think Thiago Tavares realizes it is just not his night tonight.
Tavares did some nice stuff. That sweep reversal was very, very well done. But I think the takedowns in the first and the second round were the turning point and the difference in this fight.
Yep. And then on the feet, he was the better striker. He was actually going for his punches. Tavares was pulling him a little bit. You know, I think afraid from the gunshot a little bit from the counters of his opponent.
Islam Mamedov, 28 years of age with a record of 15-2, perfect 2-0 in the PFL. He came into this playoffs with 6 points. As we go back and look at some of the action from this fight, Thiago Tavares had a great opening round, guys. In the first 30 seconds, this nice little combination, catching him right on the chin. But after that, it became a ground war. Mamedov really controlling the action, Randy.
You saw both his eyes. I saw Mamedov's eyes were moving to the side. You looked up, huh?
Absolutely. There's the snatch single. Nice follow through, turns the corner, puts Tavares right on his backside. Nice job by Mamedov. Secures that side control position. Here's the reversal by Mamedov. Times that lifting the leg to go to the mount perfectly to create the sweep.
So here we go. Joe Martinez has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 have it scored 20-18. Your winner by unanimous decision. And moving on to the semifinals tonight, Ислам Мамедов.
No argument there, as Mamedov really controlled the fight. As we take a look at Cageonomics, and the numbers should tell the tale, as he was struck just once really hard in that first round, but was able to rebound. Remember, he came back out with a flying knee after being knocked to the canvas. And there you see it. 2 takedowns, guys.
Takedowns. There we go again. He had the takedown, secured the takedown, and then he controlled him. And that's the key factor. That's why he won the fight.
And looking at those Cageonomics, and what sticks out to me is 3 arm strikes thrown, and I think maybe somebody missed some arm strikes.
On the ground. They don't count them on the ground.
Oh, they don't count them on the ground?
I don't
those account.
Yeah, because that happened in the last fight as well, remember?
Well, there's the 3-7 matchup coming up later tonight on NBCSN. Islam Mamedov and Rashid Mamedov, 2 Dagestani fighters. That is the 3 and the 7 in the semifinal. Right now, we set it in to Eve Edwards.
Islam, great fight tonight. In there. First round, both of you guys landed a left punch, and you both went down. How did you feel at that point, and what changed for you then?
В первом раунде были удары слева, и оба были на полу. Как у вас ощущение было? Я сбился с ног. Удара такого сильного не было, чтобы попасть. It wasn't such a hard hit. I simply fell.
You're moving on to the next round. Now you face a fellow countryman from Dagestan, Rashid Mamedov. How do you approach this fight?
Что вы думаете об этом? Не знаю, посмотрим, да. Увидим сейчас скоро, наверное. I don't know. We'll see.
You guys never give us anything, but we're going to give us a great fight later on tonight. Moving on to the next round. Congratulations, brother. Todd, back to you.
Thank you, Eve. As